There are dozens of fertilizers that claim they'll boost tomato yield, strengthen stems, or bulk up fruit size, but most of them fail because they only feed one part of the plant. Tomatoes are demanding, and if you want a heavy harvest, you must feed the soil, the roots, and the plant's metabolic engine all at the same time. After years of testing different amendments, one combination outperforms everything else for cost, simplicity, and raw production power. It comes down to two extremely basic ingredients that most gardeners already have or can get almost anywhere: crushed eggshell calcium and molasses-fed microbial tea. When combined and applied strategically through the season, they create a fertilizer that supports root growth, increases fruit set, prevents blossom end rot, and accelerates nutrient cycling in ways that synthetic fertilizers simply cannot match. The reason this combination works so well is because tomatoes require available calcium throughout their fruiting period, and they thrive when soil microbes are actively breaking down organic matter. Calcium alone won't solve blossom end rot unless the plant can take it up efficiently, and microbes alone won't double yields unless the soil has the minerals needed to power the plant's cellular structure. These two ingredients complement each other perfectly. The calcium strengthens cell walls and helps the plant manage water stress, while the molasses-based microbial tea releases nutrients and increases root uptake. This gives tomatoes what they need at the exact time they need it. The power of eggshell calcium comes from how slowly and consistently it releases into the soil. Raw eggshells thrown into a garden bed will take months to break down, so they're useless during the growing season. To make them available immediately, the shells must be cleaned, dried, and crushed into a fine powder. A mortar and pestle works, but a blender or coffee grinder produces far better results. The finer the powder, the faster the calcium becomes plant available. For a standard tomato bed, 2 tablespoons of eggshell powder per plant mixed directly into the planting hole creates a strong foundation. Another tablespoon scratched into the topsoil during early fruit set ensures the plant never runs short when it needs it most. The second ingredient, the molasses-fed microbial tea, is where the magic truly begins. This tea is not a compost tea in the traditional sense. It's a quick microbial activator designed to wake up dormant soil life during the early season and push nutrient cycling into high gear. Garden molasses provides the carbon source, while a handful of compost or finished worm castings provides the microbial community. To make it, add 2 tablespoons of unsulfured blackstrap molasses into 1 gallon of water and stir until the molasses dissolves. Then add 1 cup of high-quality compost or worm castings and aerate the mixture for 12 to 24 hours with an aquarium pump or by vigorously shaking it several times. The end result is a living solution bursting with bacteria and fungi ready to colonize the soil. When these microbes enter the tomato bed, they immediately begin breaking down organic matter into mineral forms the plant can absorb. They also free up calcium, magnesium, potassium, and micronutrients that were previously locked in the soil. This means that the eggshell calcium you added becomes available faster and more efficiently than it ever would on its own. Apply the tea every 2 weeks throughout the growing season, pouring 1 cup around each plant and making sure it soaks directly into the root zone. If you want even more aggressive results, alternate between the molasses tea and a diluted fish emulsion feed, giving tomatoes both biological and nutrient-based support. Gardeners often ask whether molasses is too strong or whether it attracts pests. The answer depends entirely on dilution. At 2 tablespoons per gallon, you're feeding microbes, not insects. Overuse, however, can create an anaerobic mess, so stick to the measurements and let the soil biology do the work. When applied properly, this combination produces lush foliage, deep green leaves, thicker stems, and significantly higher fruit sets. In side-by-side tests, tomatoes receiving the eggshell plus microbial tea treatment produced between 30% and 70% more fruit depending on the variety, and many growers report experiencing an almost complete elimination of blossom end rot after 2 consistent seasons. One critical detail most gardeners overlook is timing. The calcium must be present before the first truss forms, and the microbial tea must be applied when soil temperatures are warm enough for microbial life to multiply. This usually means beginning the tea applications once nighttime soil temperatures reach at least 55 degrees Fahrenheit. If you apply the tea to cold soil, the microbes remain sluggish, and you won't see the explosive results this combination can deliver. For growers in colder regions, warming the soil with black mulch or a low tunnel can help jumpstart the process. A good routine for maximum yields looks like this. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons of eggshell powder to each planting hole, mix it well with the surrounding soil, and plant the tomato deeply. Water the plant thoroughly with plain water for the first week so the roots can establish. Starting on week 2, apply 1 cup of molasses microbial tea to each plant every 2 weeks, continuing until the first heavy fruit set. Add 1 more tablespoon of eggshell powder around each plant at that point and water it in. If you follow this schedule consistently, you'll see stronger plants, fewer nutrient deficiencies, and a far heavier harvest. The beauty of this method is its simplicity. 2 ingredients, almost no cost, and a massive payoff. Gardeners who understand the relationship between minerals and microbes are the ones who consistently grow heavy, reliable yields year after year. If you want the same results, try this combination in your next tomato season and watch how quickly your plants respond. If you found this guide useful, make sure to subscribe to Gentle Herb Living, leave a comment about your own tomato growing experiences, and share this video with fellow gardeners who want healthier soil and bigger harvests.